Make you lose with the unthinkable. Don't stop till you come first. Life's too unpredictable. Take control of what you're worth. Wasting time's forgivable.
Hey guys, SUPERIORECLIPSE here with Vulvectomy or Swan, otherwise known as Dylan, and our buddy Rare Topic, or Mr. Rage, which is also, his name's Colby. Here's our second chat, and we're bringing a lot of games, more games than last time. In some of the games we talked about last time, we're bringing more information about. I don't know if anybody wanted to start first. First game I want to talk about would have to be that Star Wars Battlefront, EA Star Wars Battlefront. At the end of this year, we are getting the sequel, Star Wars Battlefront 2 by EA, which, unlike Star Wars Battlefront 1 by EA, we are getting the pre-order right here. If you pre-order, you get the Star Wars Last Jedi outfit for Kylo Ren and Rey, instant access to 6 heroes and Starship Epic Star cards, and instant access to the Last Jedi Millennium Falcon. The deluxe version is $80, and if you haven't seen it, go on now. In June 10th, they released the Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA E3 trailer, which showed 40 players doing a multiplayer map on the Naboo planet Theed, which is the same place from Naboo on Episode 1. And it has been announced that there will be a campaign, unlike the first one, but the campaign is being handled by Motive Studios, while the multiplayer is going to be handled by DICE, which worked on the last one and worked on the Battlefield series.
I'm surprised they have campaign now. Because didn't they not have campaign before on the first one?
Yeah, the first one didn't have campaign. With this one, they've already announced that it will have a campaign. It's just Motive Studios will work on that campaign. Now they're having 40-player multiplayer matches. Sounds like starships and stuff are going to be more out there, and there's going to be more hero characters because it's going to have all 3 eras from Star Wars. And additionally, when people pre-order, they get an epic lightsaber mastery star card for Yoda, which I think is pretty cool.
In the game.
You pretty much get Yoda if you pre-order. So if you haven't already hit a pre-order for Battlefront, I know I am, and that's a game I'm super excited for. Now, I think the next thing that we should talk about is something that me and Dylan both are pretty excited for, even though he doesn't have an Xbox One yet. Assassin's Creed Origins or Assassin's Creed Empire. Goes by both names. They haven't released. Ubisoft itself hasn't released its actual name.
I think it's Origins. It might not be, but at least there's pictures of a game screen, or not a game screen, but like the picture of it, like the title picture, and it has Origins on it. So if that's real, then I guess it's Origins. But I'm not sure if that's an actual thing.
There's been some leaked photos, which you can look them up. They have not been confirmed or not, but there's been a few leaked photos that show a empire or Egyptian type cities with not like assassin row people, but it's just like primitive looking people. And they're hoping, or at least I'm hoping, that Assassin's Creed Origins is a lot better than Unity and Syndicate were, because they both had bugs.
Wait, Syndicate was bad too?
I noticed a few bugs the little bit I played of it so far.
Oh, okay.
And with Ubisoft taking a full year off, 2016, they didn't release a game. Last game they released was Syndicate. The only thing that they've really released since then is the Ezio collection, which I was super excited for, hearing that they remastered it. But that's not, they didn't really make a new game. They just remastered a game they already had. One thing I liked from this article by Digital Spy, they've said, we've hidden in the haystacks of Jerusalem, Damascus, ACR, Florence, Venice, Rome, Constantinople, Boston, New York, Havana, Nassau, and Kingston, and Paris, and most recently Victoria and London. Talking about all the places Assassin's Creed has already went, which, when you add Origins, it's going to be taking place in Egypt. That adds just, there's probably going to be, I would think it's going to be like kind of how the new ones were, because you can't just take Egypt and make like a giant city, because that wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah.
You could have all these small cities, which I would hope they would do in like, from the boat, you've seen the boat one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a really like an old-fashioned boat that would be around like at that time. So that's cool that hopefully they're bringing that in. Fuck.
It doesn't look like a full crew. It just looks like a small, like almost like a big kayak.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much like a few people could be on it maybe.
Yeah.
But if they give you that, kind of like how the horses were in Assassin's Creed 3,
mm-hmm.
that as transportation, where like maybe this like river or like little sea thing is like in the middle of the map, and you could like go to all these cities that are off from it or something like that. Kind of like how the boat worked in Assassin's Creed 4, where you could get it to go from island to island. If you can just use that as a quicker way of transportation, I think that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm talking about Far Cry 5. I've played all the Far Cries up to this one, except Primo. William can tell y'all about that. So he said it's a pretty good game. I just haven't tried it out. But Far Cry 5... You think it is? Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff on it. It looks pretty good. I honestly should probably give it a try. But Far Cry 5, by the look of it and everything that I found and they released on it, this is looking like a really, really good game. And I don't know how many Far Cry fans we're going to have out there with this. Because Far Cry doesn't seem like it's been that big of a game anymore. But Far Cry 5 will be released on February 27, 2018. So all you people that thought you were going to get it soon, you got to wait for a while. But the setting is in Montana, USA. So I think we're finally bringing it to the States. I think this is going to be the first time in the States. But they said, there's in the caption, there's a lot of trucks, muscle cars. And they said there's a shit ton of new guns. So if you're like me and you like guns, this is going to be a good game for you.
No, let me cut in real quick.
Yeah?
I think it's great that Far Cry 5 is going to more modern, kind of like Far Cry 3 and stuff, still around that age, but it's taking us to the United States. From what the trailers I've seen so far, it kind of looks like you're almost going up against some like redneck kind of people.
Yeah, that's kind of what they look like. Kind of like redneck hillbilly, kind of.
But I think it's a great thing that we're going from Primal. We go Far Cry 4 Primal, which takes you no weapons. You use spears. You use your like little like freaking axe thing. You have to gather resources, all that. But then you go to a whole different place where you have guns, muscle cars, trucks. Freaking, I've seen them jumping, be able to shoot giant gas barrels, make that blow up. Going from way back to freaking cavemen and for it to jump back to modern times and be in the United States for once, I think that was a great idea by them.
I think this was a great idea.
This has been, or I think is going to be, I might be totally wrong, and Far Cry 5 might not be a good game. But from what I've seen from trailers, me playing Far Cry Primal some, I haven't beat the game yet, but like just what I've played so far has been super fun for me. And I just really liked where they have taken the series so far. And hopefully this is a good choice coming to the States.
Yeah, maybe they can continue on with the same story and have them go through more states. Maybe switch it up. Maybe even jump in more into the future and get a little more less modern. Thank you. And get more electronics and shit. Like get some more better cars, just upclass it a little. You know, I mean that's me. That's me. But there's a lot of new shit. I've watched a couple trailers on it, and all the characters are extremely cool looking. And the villains of the game, they're all a family. All the villains you go against, apparently, they said they're all related. And it's led by, they call his nickname the Father. It is Joseph. I could not find a last name for Joseph, but his nickname in the game is the Father. And all of the gameplay mechanics, they say, are exactly like all the other Far Cry's. So you don't have to worry about learning new controls. Oh, and co-op multiplayer now will not only be outpost quests, but you can now play every mission with a friend. Instead of in the old Far Cry's where you can only do outpost quests, now you can do all missions too. So I think that's another big step up for Far Cry. I think that's going to get people to want to get their friends to get the game, and I think that's going to make them more money, honestly. I think that was a good step up and improvement for Far Cry.
I also agree.
Yeah, I think I haven't really played much of Far Cry's. I think I've played a little bit of 2, and I have, I think, one of the older ones or something, Blood Dragon or something like that.
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Is that that's the actual name?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, that one. I played a little bit of that one. But I've always loved the idea of being able to do games like that, which is with your friends, like actual missions and stuff. That's why that seems like a really good thing that they're gonna add, because I just love doing missions and stuff like that with friends. So that's a good addition.
Well, this is for you, Dylan. BioShock Infinite, you know that game. Yeah, you're a big fan of that game.
Yeah,
the writer Drew Holmes is helping with the story of Far Cry 5.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's how you know it's about to be good.
That's about to be a good game.
I wanted to bring up the whole controversy about the game. I don't want to see your guys' opinion, because have you guys heard about it? How everybody's I guess upset, or I don't know. I don't know if you would consider upset because
Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 shows a bigotry, redneck kind of. That's what they portray as your enemies in Far Cry 5, and I think a lot of people just think that are getting offended just because Far Cry has never been a game that you should really take fully seriously. Yeah, the storylines are somewhat serious, but it's still a game where you can use a car and just plow through a whole bunch of enemies or civilians.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like GTA. A lot of people took GTA way too seriously, and it's a game that isn't supposed to be taken serious.
Yeah, like GTA, you shouldn't take GTA seriously. It's not. You literally can just fuck around and kill civilians. It's not a serious game, so I don't know why.
Yeah. People that take games seriously to the point where they start doing things in real life that can end them up in prison and kill people and shit, those type of people should not be playing games. If they're not mature enough to be able to sit down and play a shooting game and not get offended at it or wanting to go do that shit in real life, I think they should not be playing video games.
And it's also people that say that, oh, this game made me do this. You have to think that they already have something probably wrong with them that doesn't.
So, it's not like that's what caused it.
And how can a game make you do something? Your own choices make you do that. I can't say, oh, I was playing GTA and I was driving down the street and I shot somebody in the head. So when I was driving down the street in real life, I pulled out a Glock and I shot somebody because I felt like I was playing GTA. No, you just don't do that. No, it's fucking no. That's not.
Which I think is exactly right for that, because you can't just be like, oh, I saw this in a video game. Oh, I thought I could do it in real life.
No.
I mean, most people already have in their head that they know decision making better than that, where it's not just where they can switch there. Like you said, playing Grand Theft Auto. On there, I think it's one of the missions you have to you mess with the phone and the guy's head blows off.
Or the other mission where you're playing as Trevor and you have to torture that one guy. No, you don't go torturing someone in real life. With the batteries, the fucking car jumper, the fucking wrench to the knee, fucking the mech or whatever was that Chinese death trap where you put the rag over their face and then pour the water.
Yeah.
Alright, so time to segue. Since we were just talking about Grand Theft Auto 5. Let's get our attention off of Ubisoft for a second, and let's look at Rockstar for a moment. Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out spring 2018.
I feel like the
trailer
is...
Oh yes, it comes out spring 2018. Red Dead Redemption 2. Development by the creators of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is an epic tale of life in America's unforgiving heartland. The game's vast and atmospheric world will also provide the foundation for a brand new online multiplayer experience.
That's going to be exciting.
When I saw that for the first time, because I've been on this page before looking at it, when I saw a brand new multiplayer experience, first thing I thought was GTA Online.
Yeah, because they stepped their shit up from 4 to 5 GTA.
4 to 5 GTA and Red Dead Redemption to GTA.
Yeah,
because 4 and Red Dead were about the same time.
Yeah.
But those two were complete opposites. But I think if they can take pretty much the GTA formula of, I could work and get this house. I could work and upgrade my character. I could work and get other ways to get money faster. I could do all these things with my friends. I can just mess around in this world. I felt like Red Dead didn't have enough things for you to just do to keep the game alive long enough.
Yeah, because in my personal opinion, from playing Red Dead a lot, and then from playing GTA as well a lot, I felt like just by the multiplayer aspect, I felt like Red Dead just did not have enough to offer, and I felt like I didn't play the multiplayer as much as I did for GTA's multiplayer. They did so good with the multiplayer on GTA.
I played so much of the multiplayer in GTA.
Yeah.
Speaking of GTA, new online DLC is coming out June 13th called Gun Running, and it is the manufacturing and distributing of illegal arms coming to Los Santos. And by the look of, have y'all seen the trailer? Have y'all heard of it? Have y'all seen the trailer?
I actually have not heard of this.
No, I haven't heard of it either.
So in the trailer, they have these semis with guns and on them and stuff, and they have tanks with missiles and all this new stuff and hella new guns. Honestly, I'm gonna leave a link in the description so y'all can go watch that trailer. I'll leave it there for y'all.
I'll have it in my description too.
I'm not gonna find it yet.
Fucking Dylan.
I don't know if I'll find it, but I'll try.
So either look on me or Mr. Rage's channels. His channel will be in the description. So will Dylan's, like always. So, also bringing more information about Red Dead Redemption 2. although Red Dead Redemption 2 has never been officially announced, Take-Two has said the original game is part of a permanent franchise. Rockstar is also rumored to be working on Grand Theft Auto 6, is what this report from IGN is saying.
Damn.
But also, this, I don't know how to explain it. This wouldn't be the best article to, like, take from, because it is an older article. It's from last year, toward the end of the year. It was when we had a map release, quote unquote, because it hasn't been announced that this has been our map or anything.
I think on this one that I'm reading, it was announced that they did do it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying from that part that I just read, that it hasn't been officially announced. Red Dead 2 has been officially announced. You can do your pre-order, all that. But it's hinted that Red Dead Redemption 2 is also that it's going to be the prequel to the first one.
Yeah, I was reading this, and there was a part in the trailer where there was this huge herd of buffalo just going by, just running. And on this comment that I saw as well, that Red Dead Redemption, the first one, took place in 1911, which the buffalo were almost extinct by the 1900s. So there's no way that the Red Dead 2 could be the same like timeline as that, or at least the same time. It could be before, so it might be a prequel, or they're speculating that it could just not be in the same timeline.
Okay. Well, also on this leaked map, which, like I said, I don't know if this is confirmed or not.
Yeah.
But on this leaked map, you will notice, I can't put this up here, but I'm looking at it.
I'll try to put it on the screen if I can do it.
Looking at the map closely in the bottom left corner, this is what the thing under it says. You will notice the Great Plain area and Blackwater City, which were featured heavily in Red Dead Redemption 1. So that would just be part of Red Dead Redemption 2. Another interesting note is the city of New Bordeaux, seen in the bottom right, which is the backdrop for Mafia 3, which has already been released by
Rockstar, right?
I think 2K is actually released Mafia 2 or 3. Which would be interesting on how exactly those fit together. If some of the team might have worked on both of them. Because I'm pretty sure Mafia 3 is actually done by
Hangar 13
2K Entertainment. Who?
Hangar 13 is the developers.
Oh, I'm not sure who that is.
Publisher is 2K.
See, but they've also said that Red Dead is a permanent series, but before Red Dead Redemption, we did have Red Dead Revolver, and I think we had another one, if I remember right.
Games?
Yes. Red Dead Revolver, I remember. But there might have been more Red Dead games before that.
I don't think I've ever heard of that Red Dead Revolver. Was that before Red Dead?
Here, right here. Yeah. Red Dead Revolver, released in 2004 for PlayStation 2 and Xbox original. So...
is this John Marston or whatever as well?
I don't believe so.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know they did that. Oh yeah, it looks like they stepped up from that to Redemption.
Mm-hmm. It was a pretty big jump.
Yeah.
I think. But from screenshots that they already have for Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption, or for Red Dead Redemption 2, the screenshots that they've shown from like the trailer and stuff, I think that it's gonna look like a really nice game.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that the online gives a really good full multiplayer experience, just like GTA 5 did. That's what I'm hoping for.
I this article I was reading, they were talking about, if I can find it, they were talking about how GTA Online, that whole system, how they would like to see something of like heist, because that was a huge thing on GTA. That would be really cool to like have like some kind of heist for Red Dead Online. So something like hijacking a train or something, or like doing a gold heist where you take like the gold in the banks and shit like that. Like
that
honestly,
sounds really good to me too.
The whole online system for GTA 5, if they can just get it basically like that onto Red Dead Online, I feel like this game would be so amazing, because GTA Online, they really, really hit the spot when they did 5.
Alright, well, I have one more topic to bring up. E3 is just a few days away, and although Activision doesn't host its own conference, it will be showing off plenty at the show. Specifically, Call of Duty World War II, Destiny 2, and Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Cool.
Which just making a side note here, I played for the first Destiny a little bit, and it just it wasn't my type of game.
I liked it.
If other people like it, then that's good for them, but I actually just didn't like Destiny.
I liked it. The only problem I had with it, though, is the actual storyline where the quest, that was extremely short. I played it I played it a lot, but I finally decided to sit down and play it. I probably finished the actual storyline in like 20 minutes. And the thing about that game is that it's only an online game, so after that, there's really nothing else to do. I don't even think you can replay the missions. So you're either in a PvP or just grind on the enemies in the areas. So it's basically like no point of play afterwards, unless you buy the DLC.
Makes sense. Now, and what I was also going to say is Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I used to play the old Crash Bandicoot games, and that I'm pretty sure they're bringing the old ones and like remastering them and releasing them.
Hell yeah.
I believe. But the real topic I want to talk to you guys again, I kind of mentioned Call of Duty World War II, just letting you guys know about it. With it coming out at the end of this year, I really believe that this one, because I've been waiting for boots on the ground for sure, World War, I've been waiting for him to get back to this. Now, reading this article, one of the game's unique features is it lets you choose from different World War II divisions. There are 5 divisions in total: the Airborne Division, the Mountaineer Division, the Infantry Division, the Armored Division, and the Expeditionary Force. All of these will be available to try, and each division comes with its own set of skills. We're not exactly sure if your choice of division will affect the types of weapons you will carry, so we'll have to wait until the show opens its doors. War mode, the narrative-driven multiplayer mode, is also going to show off at E3. Finally, Sledgehammer Games will finally detail what the social area headquarters will be about.
Oh, the headquarters. So that's a legit thing now?
Yes, headquarters has been announced I'm not quite sure. I heard headquarters is a social area. You'll be able to walk around, talk to people,
like, it's MMO
all
in
that.
this bitch. Hell yeah. I'm
And when
for
I
that.
hear a war mode as a narrative-driven multiplayer mode, I think of Battlefield 1's, not Conquest, but their multiple part version, where you play on multiple maps, and it's like there's a defender and an attacker. I almost think of that because it has a little narrative for each map.
It sounded like it was going to be like a campaign, kind of, that you can do with people.
Maybe. It might be something like World at War had, where it was set where you could have 4 people and do the campaign together. And it might have its own campaign, too. I am not sure, but I would like to... I just wanted to bring that up there.
Though. Is that... Do you know if... Was that something that's going to be talked about at E3? Right, or no?
I believe so, which E3 is just... Well, we're recording this. We're recording on a Friday. This gets posted on a Wednesday. And E3 is going to be right in between this. I think it might be still going on as we post this. So if there hasn't been word about it yet, go check out E3. Or if it's already came out, look on YouTube. You should be able to find the E3 information.
Tuesday.
Right here, we're on... It comes out November 3rd. Call of Duty World War II by Sledgehammer Games. Get your pre-order now. If you pre-order, you get access to the private beta, which I think is amazing. Also, boots on the ground multiplayer.
That's gonna be
That's
amazing.
what we're gonna get.
I'm excited for that.
High octane cooperative, which Call of Duty World War II cooperative mode unleashes a new and original story. Play with your friends in the next level standalone game experience full of unexpected adrenaline pumping moments. Yeah. And as I'm reading that, the picture that Call of Duty has put for that little part, it shows a Nazi zombie.
Oh.
So we're going to have a hop back to the Nazi zombies. We'll get back to full-on Nazi zombies, not Call of Duty zombies, where they've brought it to having like buried, where you had Western people attacking you.
What I'm interested in that, because it's Sledgehammer that's making it, right? Not Treyarch.
Yes, it is Sledgehammer.
So that's gonna be interesting how they do.
I don't believe they're going to go off the same zombie storyline, but just from the graphics and stuff that I've seen from their like screenshot photos. I think this is going to be a really fun game.
So what do you mean by you don't think they're going to go off by the same zombie storyline?
I don't believe they're going to use
like
Treyarch's zombie storyline. I don't believe they're going to use Dempsey, Nikolai, Takio, and Richtofen.
So you think they're just going to make a whole new storyline for their own little...
I'd assume, because...
For their stuff?
I mean, that's what they did on Advanced Warfare.
Plus, doesn't Treyarch have the right to that whole storyline anyways?
Yeah, so exactly. Treyarch has the right to the storyline.
Yeah.
That's why Infinite Warfare had the...
had like the weird like exo-zombies things?
Yeah, exo-zombies, but that's Advanced Warfare.
Oh yeah, Advanced Warfare.
Infinite Warfare had the cartoonish zombies. Each company has their own version of zombies now. And I don't know if they would let, with it being a World War II game, I don't know if they'd let Sledgehammer Games take Nikolai and them and show more storyline to that. Or
like a younger version of them?
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah. Or I don't know if Treyarch is still planning stuff with that whole storyline.
They better. I'll beat their ass.
Call of Duty returns to its roots of with Call of Duty World War II, a breathtaking experience that redefines World War II for a new gaming generation. Land in Normandy on D-Day, battle across Europe through iconic locations in history's most memorable war, experience classic Call of Duty combat, the bonds of camaraderie, and the unforgiving nature of war. I don't know what that word was, but I don't guess it's important. But yeah, Call of Duty 2, I believe, is going to be where Call of Duty is going to get its rise. Just like Battlefield, how it had like its down period or whatever, I think Call of Duty 2, how Battlefield 1 was, I believe Call of Duty 2 is going to be the same thing like that, where it's just going to bring the whole game series up to a good point.
I'm excited for COD, World at War 2. Just because, like, well, mainly, of course, the whole boots to ground being that back, whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. But I'm also excited to see their zombies, especially because it's like Sledgehammer. And it sounds like, because you said it was like a picture of a Nazi zombie, it sounds like they're gonna go back to like sort of normal shit. So I'm very interested to see how they do it.
Yeah, same here.
Do you think they'll make a 360 version of this game?
No, I do not believe
Probably
so.
Not.
Because the last Call of Duty that they made 360 was Black Ops 3,
and that was like pathetic. I'd rather them not even bother doing it than release something like that, because that was just shit. I enjoy it. It's good, but it's pathetic. They shouldn't have done that.
If they can make BO2 look the way they can make BO2 look, they can make BO3 look like BO2.
They could have at least did like the same graphics as BO2. They didn't have to downgrade. I understand that they don't give a fuck about us anymore, but like, if you're gonna do it, at least fucking do it. Don't just fucking put on
half out there.
Yeah, like, it was, honestly, the graphics are god awful. Every time you look away and then look back, the textures were loading still. Like, it was just so bad. There were so many glitches. I don't know why they bothered.
As always, this is the WillyD chat or Theft chat. We'll be changing the name in a few episodes, probably, we've talked of. But we'll have an update video if we do change the name. Don't worry, these things aren't going away. If anything, it's just going to be a name change. So, This is SUPERIORECLIPSE. I'm signing off.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mr. Rage, and if y'all liked me, I have a couple series that I'm going to start on my channel, so go subscribe.
And it's me, Swan. I got shit going on. Subscribe to everybody. All their links will be in the description. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.
Bye.